And those you know old homeopaths who have studied homeopathy by heart, the idea, I think, they started to feel that it's not an easy science to practice with. There are going to be difficulties. And the idea of, you know, making Segal method or going to this invention of using the mind from Dr. Segal, also in this pattern, that how to make something short and quick to prescribe and to have definite result, where the homeopathy is lacking. Okay, number one, we are homeopathy is lacking as still homeopathy is not a dependable science. Every case, uh, still the people around the world, they feel that they cannot depend upon it 100%. And in this, we need result. Even though homeopath in India are giving good results, still there are many doubts. So the first thing is that dependability. If everyone can depend upon us, number one. Then the second word come definitely. If the results, if the medicine, which, for example, I select a medicine for a case. Can I definitely say that this medicine will help this patient? Now, for example, if, for example, there are 50 cases of fever, and in allopathy, they give paracetamol. So all the 50 cases, they respond to paracetamol with the fever. But if there are 50 cases of fever come to homeopath, we cannot say that all the 50 cases will respond with my medicine and the fever will disappear. First, we have to take the symptom, we have to understand the patient, we have to go through a procedure. And even after going through this procedure, we cannot definitely say that after 4 hours, after 6 hours, next day the fever will disappear or not. So there is no definite, there is no clarity, there is no certainty. Now, what is the problem with the present situation with homeopathy is lack of certainty and definite. I cannot definitely say that, okay, this patient who has come to me, his problem will get better. So it's still like hit and trial method. If you success, you can hit. Otherwise, it's like a trial for you. Number one. So it's a tedious job to practice. It is in practice is the first thing we have to follow the law and principle. So there are many who are dedicated towards Hahnemann's theory and philosophy. They wanted to practice like Hahnemann, the way Hahnemann told us to practice. But many old homeopaths from India who started to learn homeopathy by heart, their view was that it's not so easy as we think it can be, that we can do it in a very easy way. Only by experience. For example, now, after I have experienced homeopathy for so long, when a patient comes and asks me if his problem will get better, you know, the patients are still in doubt when they ask the question if homeopathy can help in their case, if they will get better. So I cannot say for sure, yes, you will get better. I can't. I have to just say that, yes, I will try, I will give medicine, I will help you. I can help you to the more extent. Another thing which we have to understand, that all the symptom of a patient may not be found in one remedy, and all the symptom of the remedy will never be found in one patient. So learning, you can never finish learning in homeopathy. And another thing is that when we give medicine, do we expect expulsion in every case? Expulsion has to be occur in every case. And what is expulsion?
Actually, I don't know the meaning of expulsion.
Expulsion is when we give medicine, for example, something we expect that the body will repel out, will throw out something, like toxins, like vomiting, like diarrhea, like sweat.
Yes.
This is called expulsion. Okay. Is it necessary?
I think it's not necessarily happened in a patient, but it may be happened.
So we are not definite.
Yeah.
That is the problem in homeopathy. We cannot say anything definitely.
Yes.
It will happen or it will not happen. For example, if new patient comes to you and he asks you that he has heard that after homeopathic medicine, something will come out. That is like something will happen after the homeopathic medicine, and he is having a fear about it.
Yeah.
Now, what shall I say? It will happen or it will not happen? And it will happen, then why it will happen? And it is definite that something has to happen. And what is expulsion actually is? Now, expulsion by Segal theory is it should be automatic, natural, and are of real toxin, not good material. Like for example, bloodletting, purgation are forced. You know that, for example, there is an abscess, okay, with pus. Now, this patient will go to allopathy doctor. Either he will give antibiotic for this pus with abscess, or they will make a cut. When the patient is so painful, they make a cut and they bring the pus out. But this is forceful. This is not allowed by the body to happen like this. It is a shortcut. Now, if this patient will come to homeopathy, we give the medicine, then the area where the pus is there, where the abscess is there, or boil is there, the pus will come out automatically. It has to come automatically with the help of medicine to make a way to bring the pus out. Now, what happens? The patient has no courage or has no patience to wait for the pus to come out. And maybe he has a fear to see a big abscess with the pus. He has a fear. He doesn't know what to do. But there are people who are afraid of surgery. They don't want to cut it. They don't want to take antibiotic. Then they come to homeopathy. And in homeopathy, they want this pus to come out. But I can give the medicine on the Simlimum. When I give the medicine, the patient asks me in how much time this pus will come out. And how? I can't tell. It will come after 2 hours, after 1 day, after 2 days. Now, when the pus will come out, so I am giving the medicine to bring the pus out, or I am giving the medicine for the whole human being. Now, for example, I am taking mental state of the patient. And the patient is asking me that, oh, this is a big abscess. I'm afraid. I don't want to go for surgery. I want that it should be, better by medicine only. And I believe in homeopathy. He will say something like this. We don't have to ask the question. Only thing is that what he think about abscess, how he takes the abscess, and why he has chosen homeopathy for it. Okay. Now he will ask the question, what will happen after the medicine? If There is another abscess. After the medicine, there is going to be another abscess in the body, or only the pus will come out from this abscess. Now, the first thing is automatic. It means that we are not giving medicine to bring the pus out by force, but we are doing a healing process. The healing process is that when we give them homeopathic medicine, Simelimum, it will make the way for the pus to come out. It will make a way to generate some point from where the pus will come out slowly, and then this thing will disappear. Only thing is the patient has to remove the pus by cotton, not to apply anything outside, no external application. Then it is automatic. But if you apply external application, or if you give something internally by force, this is not good. Then what happens? If you make a cut, the pus will come out, but the healing has not done properly, because the source from where the pus is coming, the problem due to which the abscess has been created, is still inside. So what we want from inward outward. That is called expulsion. Inward outward, but not outward inward. That is wrong. Nothing should go from outward to inward. Everything has to be from inward to outward, but in a automatic and natural process. Now, automatic, I told you, automatic means it will take its own time, maybe 1 day, maybe 2 days, maybe 3 days, but it will take its own time. Nothing to be forced. That is the one criteria. Second criteria is natural. Natural means that not to be supported by antibiotic, by external application. No, not to be supported by anything. So sometimes the patient says, give me ointment or something to apply on the abscess. No. Then it's not natural. Okay, number 2 criteria. But then whenever the pus will come out, only the toxic material should come out. When you give a cut, when you make a cut, the blood also will come out. That is wrong. When you make a cut, there are chances that the blood will also come out with the pus. But when something is getting healed naturally, the blood will not come out. So we don't want the good material of the body to come out. And by that, the patient also feel good, has to feel not torture. The number 2 point is, when the expulsion is happening, the patient should feel better, not worse. If the patient is feeling worse, your medicine is not working. How I understand my medicine is working? If there is an abscess and it is taking time to get healed, how I understand my medicine is working? Because the abscess has not burst. The pus is not coming out. So how I understand my medicine is working? So the criteria that my medicine is working on the patient, that the patient start to feel ease, mental state. He start to cooperate. Okay, I'm not worried now, doctor. For example, the first day when the patient comes to you and he will tell you, I'm worried. I'm worried. What is this? It could be cancerous. Okay. And now I give the medicine on the basis of mental state of the patient. And the patient says, oh, now I'm not worried that it is cancerous. I think it will get better. Though the pus is not come out, pus is still there inside. The abscess has not burst, but the mentally is sound. So what we want to make our patient mentally sound. He can work, he can think. He's not focused all the time here. If the patient is all 24 hours thinking about this abscess, he is not mentally sound. He get irritated. He can't eat. He can't sleep. Now, when we make the patient mentally sound, he's not 24 hours thinking about the abscess. He start to work, he start eating, he can sleep. So this is a good way. This is how homeopathy has to work. But when I tell my patient, some patient they take it. Some patient they say, no, I'm worried. So the worriness, fear has to go out first from the mind. See, mind also has expulsion. What is the expulsion from the mind? Mind also has bad thoughts in the mind. What is these bad thoughts? They are also toxins. When I give the medicine, the bad thoughts goes out, the mind become healthy. This is expulsion. For example, a patient is very angry, very irritated. And after I give the medicine, he start crying, he start weeping, tears start coming out. What is this? This is expulsion. Expulsion of the mind. So we don't have to understand emotion by physicals. We have to understand the expulsion by emotion. So when a patient is coming to you, telling about his story, telling about the fear, telling about anxiety, we don't have to suppress it. We have to make it finish. Oh, now my fear is gone. Now I don't have any bad ideas about my problem. But if you treat your patient by cut, by antibiotic, you are suppressing the fear. You are suppressing the anxiety. The patient says that though I am better, but my fear is still there. So you are not making your patient better. So in homeopathy, we have to understand how the expulsion happens in the mind level and physical level. And our concept of mind differ from that of duality of existence of the body and mind. In classical, they say there is a body and there is a mind. But what we say, only mind. Only mind can cover the whole body. So that is the start which I want to tell you. See, when we talk about totality, in totality, we don't count fingers and toes. This is not totality. Now, according to Segal method, we are looking for center. We are not talking about totality. And in the center, we look for three kinds of things: present, predominating, and persisting symptoms. Present, predominating, and persisting. This makes center. Because when center is healthy, then the body can function properly.